Welcome back, linguists and language practitioners. Especially if you are new to American English. Are you ready to learn some typical idiomatic phrases that you may not know already? Today, we're counting down 15 popular American phrases that you would do well to add to your vocabulary. From everyday expressions to slang terms, this list has got you covered. So, grab a pen and paper because you'll want to take notes on these essential phrases. And smash that subscribe and like button. Number 15. Hang in there. When life gets tough, remember to hang in there. This phrase is a great way to offer encouragement and support to someone going through a challenging time. So, next time a friend is feeling down, remind them to hang in there. Number 14. Piece of cake, or easy as pie if something is easy or simple to do. Americans might say it's a piece of cake. According to the Oxford Dictionary, the idiom, a piece of cake, was first used by the writer Ogden Nash in The Primrose Path, 1936. It states that he wrote, "Her picture's in the papers now, and life's a piece of cake." Number 13. Hit the hay, feeling tired and ready for bed? It's time to hit the hay. It's assumed that both hit the sack and hit the hay came from the fact that beds used to be made of cloth stuffed with hay. This sack was one's actual bed. Some have also suggested, according to grammarists, that the word hit is literal and that people used to hit their bedding in order to fluff it up. This casual phrase means to go to sleep for the night. So, after a long day, don't forget to hit the hay and get some rest. Number 12. Break a leg. Before a performance or important event, Americans often say, break a leg, as a way to wish someone good luck. It's a fun and quirky phrase that shows support and encouragement for someone about to take on a challenge. The superstition is to wish them the opposite of what they wish for them. Otherwise, wishing them a good performance will jinx it, and it will be a bad performance. So, wish them a bad one so it will be good. Number 11. Bite the bullet. When faced with a difficult situation, Americans might say it's time to bite the bullet. This means to endure a painful or unpleasant experience with courage and determination. The phrase, as bite on the bullet, was first recorded by Rudyard Kipling in his 1891 novel The Light That Failed. It has been suggested that it is derived historically from the practice of having a patient clench a bullet in their teeth as a way to cope with the pain of a surgical procedure without anesthetic. So, next time you face a tough decision, remember to bite the bullet and face it head on. Number 10. Cost an arm and a leg. If something is very expensive, Americans might say it costs an arm and a leg. From America after World War II, with perhaps the earlier Civil War in mind as well. During the war, many servicemen lost arms and legs. Therefore, for some, the price of the war was an arm and a leg. Of course, this was a high price for anyone to pay for anything, and it soon came into common usage to mean expensive. So, the next time you splurge on something pricey, you can joke that it cost you an arm and a leg. Number 9. The ball is in your court. When it's time for someone to make a decision or take action, Americans might say, the ball is in your court. The idiom the ball is in your court is derived from the sport of tennis. When the ball bounces in your court, you must take action and hit it to keep the game going. So, if you're waiting for someone to take action, remind them that the ball is in their court. Number 8. Pleased as Punch. The phrase is derived from the Punch and Judy puppet shows that were popular during the 1700s and 1800s in Europe and Great Britain and are still occasionally seen. So, next time someone says, as pleased as Punch, they aren't really referring to the party fruit drink in a big punch bowl, even though party punch is pleasing. Number 7. Cut to the chase. When someone wants to get to the point or skip the unnecessary details, they might say, cut to the chase. This phrase is all about getting straight to the heart of the matter without wasting time, originating from early film studios' silent films. So, if you're in a hurry or want to focus on the main issue, don't be afraid to cut to the chase. And speaking of cutting to the chase, please take a minute to hit that subscribe and like button. Number 6. The whole 9 yards. If someone goes all out or does everything possible, Americans might say they went the whole 9 yards. During the Second World War, gunners were armed with an ammunition belt which was 27 feet long. That's 9 yards. To use the whole belt on the enemy was to give them the whole 9 yards. So, next time you go above and beyond, you can proudly say you went the whole 9 yards. Number 5. On cloud 9, feeling ecstatic or overjoyed. Apparently the phrase comes from an old system of classifying clouds. From the horse's mouth, a bonus phrase, Oxford's Dictionary of Idioms, says it was a 10-part classification, so 9 was very high. And apparently an older version of the saying was, on cloud 7. This phrase describes a state of extreme happiness or bliss. So, the next time you're on top of the world, remember to say you're on cloud 9. Number 4. Spill the beans. When someone reveals a secret or shares confidential information, Americans might say they spilled the beans. Likely drawn from the ancient Greek process of voting, where votes were cast by placing one of 2 different colored beans in a vase. Usually a white bean meant yes, and a black, brown one meant no. If someone literally spilled the beans, the election results would be revealed. So, if you accidentally let something slip, you can playfully admit that you spilled the beans. Number 3. Hit the nail on the head. When someone accurately identifies the main point or gets something exactly right, Americans might say they hit the nail on the head. This expression is all about precision and accuracy in understanding a situation or problem. So, if someone makes a spot-on observation, you can acknowledge that they hit the nail on the head. Number 2. Jump on the bandwagon. If someone joins a popular trend or follows the crowd, they're jumping on the bandwagon. This phrase is often used to describe someone who adopts a trend or idea simply because it's popular or fashionable. The phrase was first seen in 1848, when a famous clown named Dan Rice would use his circus bandwagon to transport politicians around town while the music attracted the public to an area where campaign speeches were being given. A later usage of this word can be found in his autobiography, The Life of P.T. Barnum, written by himself, which he wrote in 1855. Circuses were very skilled at attracting the public by having an exciting parade through the town, complete with a highly decorated bandwagon. Barnum himself could be said to be jumping on the bandwagon. Presumably, attendees and supporters would actually jump on the bandwagon and be carried to the event. So, if you find yourself embracing a new trend, you can humorously admit that you're jumping on the bandwagon. And speaking of jumping on the bandwagon, please take a minute to hit that subscribe and like button, and leave a comment as to what your favorite phrase is or leave one you'd like us to cover in another video. Number 1. Break the ice. When you want to initiate a conversation or make a situation more comfortable, it's time to break the ice. This phrase means to alleviate tension or awkwardness in social interactions. While some might connect the idiom to the 18th century when special ice-breaking ships were built to help explore polar regions, the first recorded use actually goes back to the 17th century, 1678, when Samuel Butler used it in his poem Hudibras. The orator at last broke silence, and the ice. So, the next time you meet someone new or enter a room full of strangers, remember to break the ice and start a conversation. In conclusion, there you have them, the 15 common American phrases you should know. Whether you're looking to impress your friends, navigate social situations, or simply have fun with language, these phrases are sure to come in handy. So, start incorporating these expressions into your daily conversations and watch your American English skills soar. Thanks for watching, happy learning, like, subscribe and comment, and we'll catch you in the next video.